If you're anything like me, you've been glued to General Hospital lately with a knot in your stomach that just won't go away. We have been through so much with these characters. We've watched them fall in love, fight villains, come back from the dead, and raise families. But there is a specific kind of anxiety that hits when the danger circles around the legends, the pillars of the show. And right now, the storm clouds are gathering directly over Anna Devane and Robert Scorpio. We need to talk about it. We need to prepare our hearts, because the rumor mill is churning, and the current storylines are hinting at a trade-off that might just break us. Could Anna's freedom truly cost us Robert? Let's dive deep into what this means, not just for the plot, but for the family we've loved for decades. The unbreakable bond, Anna and Robert. Before we look at the terrifying future, let's take a second to appreciate the history. For longtime fans, Anna and Robert aren't just exes. They are the blueprint. They are the gold standard of what it means to have a soulmate who transcends romance. They share Robin. They share a history of espionage, WSB takedowns, and saving the world before breakfast. But more than that, they share a loyalty that is bone deep. Robert has always been Anna's safety net. When the world turns against her, when her past comes back to haunt her, Robert is there. He's the gruff, sarcastic, brilliant constant in her chaotic life. And that is exactly why I'm so terrified. In the world of soap operas, the tragedy hits hardest when it strikes the strongest bond. If the writers want to truly devastate us, they won't go after a new character. They will target the one person Anna relies on most. Anna's back against the wall. Let's be real. Anna Devane has been going through it. Between the Pikeman mess, the WSB turning on her, and the constant threat of prison, or worse, she is exhausted. We can see it in Finola Hughes' brilliant performance. Anna is a survivor, but everyone has a breaking point. The current narrative suggests that Anna is running out of options. She is cornered, and usually, when Anna is cornered, she finds a way to fight her way out. But this time feels different. The forces against her are massive, bureaucratic, and ruthless. The speculation bubbling up in the fandom is that a deal is going to be made. A deal for Anna's total exoneration. A deal that wipes the slate clean and lets her live her life without looking over her shoulder. But in Port Charles, deals with the devil always require a sacrifice. The ultimate sacrifice, a hero's exit. Here is the scenario that is keeping me up at night. What if Robert takes the fall? We know Robert Scorpio. We know his code of honor. If it came down to a choice between his life and Anna's freedom, he wouldn't even hesitate. He wouldn't flip a coin. He would step into the line of fire, literally or legally, to ensure the mother of his child is safe. Imagine the scene. The walls are closing in on Anna. The authorities, or worse, a road faction like Pikeman, demand a price. And Robert, with that classic Scorpio smirk, steps up and says, "Take me instead." It fits his character perfectly, which makes it all the more painful. It would be a final farewell worthy of a legend, going out as a hero saving the woman he has loved for a lifetime. But God, does it hurt to even type that out? Losing Tristan Rogers from our screens would leave a void that no new DA or WSB agent could ever fill. The devastating family cost. Poor Robin. If we look beyond Anna and Robert, the ripple effects of this potential tragedy are even more heartbreaking. We have to talk about Robin. Robin Scorpio Drake has already lost so much. She lost Stone. She lost Jason, multiple times. She grew up thinking her parents were dead, then got them back, and has spent her adult life cherishing the fact that she has this big, beautiful, complicated family. If Robert sacrifices himself for Anna, how does Robin cope with that? How does a daughter process the fact that her father died or was sent away forever to save her mother? That is a level of family trauma that creates rifts that never heal. It would burden Anna with a guilt she might never recover from. Could she look Robin in the eye, knowing Robert is gone because of her? It adds a layer of darkness to Anna's freedom that makes it feel like a prison sentence of its own. It's a classic Greek tragedy setup. You get what you want, freedom, but you lose what you need, family. Why we are so invested? Why do we do this to ourselves? Why do we sit here analyzing spoilers and worrying about fictional characters? It's because they don't feel fictional. When you watch Robert and Anna for 20, 30, or 40 years, they feel like distant relatives. We know their mannerisms. We know that when Robert raises an eyebrow, he's up to something. We know the specific tone of voice Anna uses when she's scared but trying to hide it. We are invested because the chemistry between these actors is lightning in a bottle. They have built a legacy of trust and love that is rare on television. To dismantle that now in such a permanent way feels cruel, but it also makes for incredibly compelling, albeit tear-jerking, television. What do you think? I want to hear from you, the real G8 fans. Are you sensing the same impending doom that I am? Do you think the writers would actually go there and write out Robert Scorpio to save Anna? Or do you think there's another twist coming, maybe a miracle where they both make it out unscathed? Personally, I'm holding on to a shred of hope. I want to see them sitting at the Metro Court, sharing a drink, laughing about how they beat the odds again. But the tone of the show lately is dark, gritty and high stakes. It feels like we are hurtling toward a goodbye. If this is the end for Robert, I hope it's a blaze of glory. I hope it's a tribute to the spy, the father, and the hero he has always been. But if I'm being honest, I'm just not ready to say goodbye. Tell me your thoughts in the comments below. Could Anna survive the guilt of losing Robert? Is it time for a major character exit to shake up the canvas? Or should the Scorpios be off limits? Let's support each other through this potential heartbreak, G8 fans. We might need it.